drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, it's Levitt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. To the air, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's Nate Frazier. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Blevin. That's reeled in, it's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. LSU will get a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Tight end now in motion. The give to Caden Durham. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll pitch it, and they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wilson open on the right side.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. They'll be facing 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. He reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too.
It's a running room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff, Caden Durham. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He's up to 55 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Might have a chance. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
On first down, Nate Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
1 more snap coming before halftime. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with Toledo, taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. And it's the Rockets with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
There's some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll give to Frazier. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Finds his man. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far on...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Makes one man miss. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Frazier again. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Oh, what a move. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Scrambling away. There he goes. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. Here's a give to Frazier. Finding some room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throwing, Lewis, floating away. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Takes the easy completion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Had the completion on the last play, but they didn't get any yards, so it's 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Georgia sends out the punt team, and he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Lewis sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It's Lewis again. He turns that loose down the right side. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively,
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Going deep. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And the Roadrunners ready to kick it away first. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Smothers. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over. Obviously, guys with experience at big-time universities.
Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Manning. Got it. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. Third down coming. Manning from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before he gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown run.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the...
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, Manning. Slings it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wingo. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yards.
Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Smothers. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Manning to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Got behind those pads. in the backfield. It's Wingo. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Arch Madness. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Manning. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Manning. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, and they'll drag him down after a good... Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. He goes right back to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third down from the gun, Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth. Pulls and fires complete. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Arch to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense.
Snags it and he's open. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Longhorn! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games.
Here comes the Texas offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets away from one, finds some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Going to the run, it's Smothers. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Throwing Manning. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty.
Black 14. Black 14. Ready, go.
Manning from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. Pass defense. It looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Plucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this side.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.